Well, congratulations. That was quite some performance. You know, the London Marathon was yesterday, but it felt like you performed like the marathon, sprint finish at the end.
Yeah, it feels like I've swum the channel really to get through that match. He's such a tough match player. It really surprised me, to be honest with you. I think it was only at the end where his lack of experience showed. That's about the only thing I had over him in the end. Yeah, I felt yesterday I was very frustrated come the end of the middle session because I'd done all the hard work to get back in the match, won a couple of really good frames, needing 2 snookers, won a respot, done a ridiculous clearance when I've like half give up the frame really. I've just gone for a red up in the top corner and it's gone in, and before I knew it I've cleared up, and he just kept coming back at me. I felt like I'd climbed a mountain to go 7-6 in front, and then I just slid all the way back down it again to go 9-7. But I knew today it was win-lose time, and I give Peter Ebdon a call before I went out and played, and I just said to him, look, it's time for me to do something special today. I need a special performance to get through, and I produced it to 12-9. The last getting over the line there was a bit sticky in the end, but delighted to get through.
Did Peter give you any advice there on that phone call?
No, not really. Funny enough, he's normally full of advice, but he didn't. He just said, "Go on, my son, get out there and do what you know how to do."
So 6 frames in a row. I mean, one thing you never do is not give up, but 6 frames in a row is something. How did you manage to go out there and do that?
I just stuck to my principles, just doing the simple things well and keeping things simple. It's the hardest thing to do when you bang under pressure, and I can't tell you how much pressure there is out there. And it's the easiest thing to do for your mind to start racing on 500 different things when all you need to focus on is what's in front of you at that time. Easier said than done, but I managed to do that in the end, and I got through.
Like you said, you had the experience, and he was on his second Crucible experience. I mean, he is a talented player, isn't he? And it must have been tough out there, but he must have felt that pressure that you know how to handle better.
Yeah, he's immensely talented. His all-round game is, he's very, very strong. He's strong in every department. He doesn't miss any long balls. Like I said, his safety game, he had me in all sorts of trouble. He kept finding the baulk rail, but he didn't today. And we can all play safe very well, but there is a little bit of luck when the white's coming up the table and missing the baulk colours day in, day out. But today he sort of started hitting the baulk colours and leaving me hand on the table, whereas the balls were yesterday and the day before the white was just sliding past, and I could sense it happening. I could almost sense that he wasn't getting the nudges that he got yesterday. He went into the pack a couple of times, finished on nothing, where yesterday he went into the balls and they all just split perfect. He's got a great future ahead of him, and I'm delighted that I come out on top.
And now it's time for you to recover, think ahead to Gary Wilson. Have you seen much of Gary? What do you make of him?
Gary, very, very good player. He looked very, very focused against Mark Selby. He done a job on Selby. I watched him get over the line there, and he made a great 90-odd break, I think. And he just looked like he was in the club walking around. He was on autopilot, just playing. So it's going to be very tough. He's going to want to get to the one table set up just as much as what I do. So I'm sure we're in for a good match.
It's going to be a huge occasion for him, maybe the biggest match of his career. How do you go out there and handle that and prepare for that?
Well, it's a very big match for me. I feel like maybe I deserve to be world champion. I haven't won it, I lost in the final twice to Ronnie. Arguably, if I hadn't have faced him, certainly the second time, I might have run out a winner. But, it's my chance to put things right. I'm not too bothered about any other tournaments, really. Obviously, I want to win everything I play in, but this one is the one that means everything to us. And to get to another quarter-final, I've been here for 17 years with what I've been through. Is not a bad record in itself, and another quarter-final, so keep you guys busy.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, you've been the bridesmaid on a couple of occasions. Is it time for you to be the bride?
Well, let's see. Been the ugly bridesmaids. No one wants one of them, do they? But anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.
Ali, are you more pumped this year than previous years?
Well, people keep saying I am, but I'm just me, and the intensity out there, it's just how I am as a person, I just, I get frustrated and I want to let the emotion out, and, it's, do we want to see deadpan people all the time? I don't know. It's just the fight I've got in me, and I suppose I've had to have that if I hadn't got that, then maybe I wouldn't be here talking to you guys.
Having seen what's happened so far, do you fancy it?
Well, I've got to fancy it, haven't I? I've got to. But like I said, I've got a lot of 3 hard matches ahead of me. I'm taking it session by session, frame by frame sort of thing. So we'll see what happens. I'm feeling good in myself. I got a better night's kip last night, which made a difference. I think I was flagging towards the end of the session last night. But yeah, let's go for it.
Ali, a couple of weeks ago, you obviously were still 3 matches from even being here, weren't you? And now you're playing someone who's a lot lower ranked for a place in the semi-finals. You'd taken that a couple of weeks ago, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I probably would. I would have taken it a couple of weeks ago, but I won't take it now because all of a sudden, the elation of winning that match was absolutely massive. But now, all of a sudden, before I've even walked in doing the interview with you guys, I'm thinking about the next match now. That's gone. And it's great to be in a quarter-final, and I need to enjoy it. But the job's nowhere near done. I don't want to be a quarter-finalist. I want to get on there and, and play my best stuff.
For a qualifier to come through and get to the latter stages, it doesn't happen that often, does it? We see it with Dean, I think McManus a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It's relatively rare still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really. I am a qualifier in the fact that I had to turn up at Sheffield, but I know maybe with my pedigree and what I've won, perhaps I'm not a qualifier. I know no one in the top 16 wanted to draw me, that's for sure. So that's got to say something in itself. And yeah, I'm in the last 8 of the World Championships, all well and good. Let's crack on, Let's kick on.
You mentioned experience there, helping you to get over the line against your opponent this afternoon. Do you think maybe with Gary, it's obviously a huge occasion for him. Do you think your experience could be the difference again as well?
Maybe. It seems to have. My experience so far has probably got me over the line against Jack. And it's got me over the line again today, so I'm gonna have to call on all that again. But he's a hungry fighter, Gary Wilson, and I'm still got a bit of hunger left in me yet. So we'll see what happens.
The final frame today, Ali, you obviously ended up winning, but when you missed that red, we saw your frustration on the TV. What was going through your head at that point?
Well, I just thought, it was yesterday all over again. I'd done all the hard work and climbed the mountain only to slide back down again. I was more, annoyed. The long red that I've gone for there at the end is, I thought it was in when I've hit it, and that's why I was like. And then the only safe ball was the green, so to speak. And the reds come all the way up the table and finish right next to the green where he can just pot it and get it out, and the balls were like that. But he won a frame yesterday where with the pink and black left, I left the pink over the yellow hole, and he had a thin clip, a really ridiculously thin. Now I can tell you as a player, you've got no idea particularly where the white's going, and it's like red and black at the casino, You just hope it falls in the right half of the table, and for him to fall like that. But today he's potted the pink, and he's not fell like that. He's fell tight on the cushion. That's snooker,